So since we're starting late, why not experiment? We're going to try a thing called, it's German, I never spoke German, hugelkultur, which translates to hill culture, and I'll show you what it looks like. So the first part is to dig a trench. This trench is about a foot deep. We'll put a tree in it, and then we'll put some mulch, and then we'll put the dirt on top. Actually, I think cardboard is supposed to go on the bottom, but I think we'll put the tree, and the type of tree is based on the rate of decomposition. The tree is supposed to water the plants for years to come, 15 to 20 years I read in some. Plus we have 2 truckloads of mulch that we are going to cover that with, and then the dirt on top, and then the plants. So you can see on this side of the garden we're down to clay, and that's where I'm going to stop. Clay holds water, but it doesn't necessarily let it drain off. And apparently somebody had a rock garden. There's a lot of little rocks in here, a lot of big rocks in here, but that will do. And I'm stopping at the remnant parsley that's up there. It's got a couple of good sprigs. I might dig that out a little bit, depending on the size log that comes back here momentarily. So before we cover this stuff up completely, I thought I'd show you what it looks like. Okay, so we had the whole, we got some sticks, well, large sticks, and then we found some more shredded paper, threw that in there, and then we've got the mulch on the top. The large stumpy things are about this size, and we tried to make a large mass on the bottom and use multiple pieces to create that mass. And then there's all the dirt that we scooped out of the holes. Now for wood chips. Okay, so we got wood chips up to just about level with the top of the hole, and then we're shoveling the dirt back over on top of this, which is mounted up here about 10 inches. So about 10 inches worth of dirt. Gonna go back over on top of that. Okay, so on to the last 2 holes. A fair amount of sticks in there, and over here similar sticks, crunchy stuff, bigger pieces, some stuff we found that we'd thrown back behind the compost. And now for mulch. So here are our hills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those cinder blocks were here when we bought the house. We just use them continuously as a boundary. So we're going to try this with our non-row crops. So tomatoes, peppers, squash, and then we'll do back there where I discovered, or where my wife discovered the corn. Right there, and right there, we'll do corn all the way across, maybe a little bit further back, maybe about, I don't know, 5 feet, and then we'll do greens, rutabaga, mustard, etc. Hugelkultur, hill culture, part 2. Alright, so this is what we called the hill in the back, and dug another trench, I don't know, 25 feet long, and put in some larger sticks, and a lot of larger sticks this time. And now we're going to go back and fill this in with the mulch, and then all of this dirt. There's usually about an 8-inch gap between the top of those bricks and the soil. You can kind of see where the height of it is. So with the light it may be hard to tell. We got a full load of mulch on here, and my wife is wetting her plants. We thought we'd see if we could compact it with a little water. And you can see behind her a rain collection barrel for the garden, because the house is back there with the water source. I've kind of compressed the side a little bit with my shoe so you can see the shadow of it. 6 inches ish. Now, does that look like a hill? Let's see if I go over here. That's a hill.
You'll stay back far enough to cover you.
My scope shows the tower, but I can't see the exhaust port. Are you sure the computer can hit it?
Watch yourself. Increase speed full throttle.
What about that tower?
You worry about those fighters. I'll worry about the tower. R2, that stabilizer's broken loose again. See if you can't lock it down.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.